Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Betrayal at Krondor. We are in Kentine Rush, and it seems that they are out of alcohol. So let's go ahead and check out these remaining buildings, see if there's anything interesting going on. A figure turned the corner of the house. Happily, Owen dropped his staff, opening up his arms to give the approaching girl a hug. Hi, it's Ugin. I don't think we actually have met her before.
I don't know why you're here, Owen, but I am so glad. I really needed to see a friendly face about now.
What are you doing out of Caval Keep?
We came up here when some of Prince Arutha's men passed through Caval Keep. They said there was a battle about to happen and there were going to be troops mustering here with the Lady Bosswitch. Is that true? Are we really going to war with the Moradel again?
I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but there is a very good possibility of it. Actually, Garth and I are supposed to be looking for a magician named Pug from Stardock, but with the war going on here, I wanted to make sure that you and your father were alright.
Why wouldn't we be? It's not as if the fighting will get this far south, will it?
No, it's just that there are several things we will need to talk about when things have calmed down. I'm just glad that you're safe. I was concerned that something might have happened to you.
You're getting to be as silly as I am. So what have you been eating? You're as thin as a bone. Is there anything I can do for you two?
Yeah. Let's ask her about alcohol. Some of the tavern owners here are concerned that if the men don't get some alcohol soon, there may be a riot. As I recall, your father had quite a stock of foreign wines once.
That was a long time ago. Before... Can we not talk about this now? I have a terrible headache, and I'm doing the best I can to try and help out with Lorna with the children.
Ordinarily, I wouldn't push the issue, but it seems to be a crisis at the moment. The fight at Northwarden might pale in comparison to what may happen around here if we don't get a few of these men drunk.
You'll need to find Father and ask him. He might be able to speak to Lady Bosswitch on your behalf. I know that she used to send us wines from her secret reserves.
Where is your father? Where is your father? I'm surprised he isn't trying to command this muster himself.
I don't know. We've had a parting of the ways. I don't know when I will see him again. I think he may be with Lady Bosswitch in the mustering area, but I'm not so sure. I don't think I'm very sure of anything anymore.
Why? What's wrong?
I don't know who to trust anymore. I don't know who's telling the truth and who's lying to me. Do you remember when my brother was killed in the wine cellar accident all those years ago?
Yes, Ugin,
He didn't die, Owen. Father found out Neville was a bastard, and so he arranged for the accident. But it didn't kill Neville. And then Neville was found by some bad men, and they were going to ransom him, but Neville knew Father wouldn't pay. Then he found a way to use his spyglass against them, and... Owen, he came back as one of my suitors. I hadn't seen him since I was a little girl, and he had changed so much. How could I have recognized him? He called himself Navon, and I thought, I don't know.
Shh, you're babbling, cousin. Maybe you can explain all of this to me sometime after you've calmed down a bit. I think you need some rest. Oh. Well, that explains a lot. That explains a lot. Also, we may have killed him, you know? I mean, he's dead now, so... Well, now that I know you are all right, I think we have to be going. I'm not sure how much longer we will be in the area. Do you need anything?
No, I'll be fine, I think. You take care of yourself, cousin.
You too, Ugin. I promise I'll come and visit it as soon as I can.
Let's not mention Navon. It's probably a good idea.
So I don't know where the muster area is supposed to be. Rogue hasn't noticed us yet. Ah! So we're just not going to be able to get past them. Just where do you think you two think you're going, eh? You'll feel the hard edge of my blade before I allow you to pass this way. Get your behinds moving in the other direction. I bet I would not be able to use Dragon's Breath to get by them. Alright, well, there are some buildings out here that we haven't looked at. And there's nothing of particular note in any of these. The tavern was closed. Tacked on the door was a note which appeared to have been hastily written. Due to a shortage of liquor, the Candlemaker's Grin is hereby closed until further notice. Tabar, proprietor of the Candlemaker's Grin. Not sure how much we actually need, but, That is a lot of them. A man intercepted them. Offensive in his body odor, the fellow who stood before them was brutish, his pitch-colored hair clipped just above his heavy brows, and his eyes set close on either side of his lumpish nose. "Sorry, no one is to see Milady Boswich except her advisors. Get along with you," the guard said, waving a huge hand at them. "The mustering captain is elsewhere. He probably has need of a pair of scullions." Choosing to ignore the slight, Owen took a deep breath. "I have to get in to speak to Lady Boswich. We're trying to make sure that your muster here doesn't turn into a riot." "Not supposed to let anybody by," he said, as if reviewing the information for his own benefit rather than theirs. "But I'll let you in for 50 sovereigns. "What?" Owen blinked, startled that the guard would be so blatantly corrupt. "How did you arrive at that figure?" "Easy. See? If what you got to say to Milady is as important as you say, then you won't mind paying that sum. If, however, Milady doesn't like the fact that I let you two in, I still have me commissioned for the month when she dismisses me. So, do we have a deal?" "Yes." Owen handed over the gold. Annoyed the guard had insisted on counting the coins before allowing them to pass, he tapped his foot in the muddy soil. "In you go, then," the guard said, rattling the bag of coins with satisfaction as he finished his inspection. "Give me regards to Milady." Well, I guess it's this one. Guards escorted them inside. Near the pasture gate and past some of the more offensive-smelling horse stalls, an older woman sat on a large oak bench, her gaze stern and unflinching as she looked into the faces of numerous military captains who were seated on the floor around her. Looking up, she didn't appear amused that her counsel had been interrupted. "Yes, what is it?" she asked of Owen. "You bring news?" "Of a sorts," Owen said awkwardly. Quickly, he summarized the things which he had been told about the brewing difficulties with the soldiers and the need for supplies for the taverns. Angered, Count Corvallis turned to Owen and shook his head. "I can't believe you would interrupt this meeting for so trivial an issue." "You do not have permission to speak, Count," Lady Boswich replied, an iron-hard edge to her voice. "If anything, the request is the most reasonable thing I have yet heard from anyone in this room today. Most of you have been preening and prattling on like you were cocks in a hen-house, but I'll have no more of it. It's time we addressed our problems here." Uncomfortable to be the witness to his uncle's humiliation, Owen said nothing as the lady returned her attention to him. Her faint smile painting aged lines across her face, she motioned for the doors to be reopened for them. "You will find that I have reserves of alcohol hidden in secret chests located near here. They are hidden behind an illusion of a mountain that was created for another purpose." Owen staggered. The thought of an illusion of a mountain boggled his mind. The sheer amount of power necessary, fantastically large. But who? "It is not important," she replied. "Go from this place and bear east into a small canyon. That which appears to be the canyon's end is an illusion and may be passed through. Beyond it you shall find the chests of which I speak." Nodding his head, Owen bowed respectfully to the lady and allowed himself to be escorted with Gorth back outside. I mean, you know, we kind of already found it. But okay. Okay, hello. Don't know where you guys came from, but that better not be poisoned. Hate. Always with the frickin' poison. Crap. That was a misclick. Cut you down. Well, at least you decided to come in and fight. chop you down. Just do lots of chopping actions. Bonk. Oh. It's open for a bonk. Down you go. Party's abilities have increased. Owen was on fire, of course. Maybe I should have kept those things. Oh well. Yep, that's why one of them was not taking a whole lot of damage. Mordhel Brooch, I'll take that. Some restoratives. 2 rations. A key, 15 gold. Don't really care about the Luton's concentrate. Okay, there's got to be another body here somewhere. If I can find the proper place to click on it. The proper direction to approach it. Just all in a pile here. Alright. May not be able to get access to the other one. Huh. Well. Oh well. I say as I take one last look. Although it seems like there's only 3. I killed 4 guys, right? Whatever. I should probably camp, though. Use one of those. How are you doing? Your strength went up. And your defense went up, so that's good. Yeah, let's camp until there. Go ahead and bookmark. Let's see. The one who made it didn't want it. The one who bought it didn't need it. This is Coffin. Can't believe I'm remembering these. I could leave... You know what? I should probably leave some stuff here for now. There's a... I don't know how much of the ale we need. Probably only 1 stack. But... still might be a good idea to, grab as much as we can. I can still put more stuff in there. I don't need to lockpick anything. Okay, now it's full. Alright, so where was the illusion? Down here. Well, I guess I could have, That's not it. To the priests of Kuhuli, whoever it is who has stolen my pants, may he be eternally at the pot. Okay. Don't need that. There is a stump over here. Nothing there. And I believe that this is the area that we can just pass right through. Yep. Now, there were trolls back here before. And there doesn't appear to be anything back here now. Where the heck are the chests? There they are. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Because I opened them before, they're all empty. Well, that's actually really bad. That means I gotta go find... There was a shop that sold this stuff. Sold ale. I gotta go find it. And I do not remember where that is. Let me go ahead and camp again and rest. I mean, I've been looking at the shops along the way. Which one sold it? And I can't go any further north. I'm thinking it was like L'Oreal or something, wasn't it? Can you even get there? Alright. We're gonna have to use a temple teleport, I think. Well, in that case, I should go find my... stuff I left in the Mordell. Let me just review where that was. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay, so that's where my stuff is. That is in that little niche. Alright. Fair enough. Alright. Can we talk? Nope. Alright, let's go ahead and teleport. And let's go to the Temple of Ishap. That's pretty close to L'Oreal. Okay, there is a temple up here. And I think one around here, which clearly indicates that you cannot get into those areas. But I can come into this one. I have not explored around this area yet. Let's go ahead and rest. So we may encounter some things as we head down. Kingdom goods. There we go, ale cask. So if I hadn't looked at those, then they should still, they would probably still be intact. I'm just gonna fill up our inventories with these. I don't know that it matters, but it would probably work with just one. But it feels appropriate to get them lots and lots of booze. Okay, let's get back to teleporting. Alrighty. Where was the tavern? I can at least sell that. Alright, tavern, where are you? I think that's the one that was closed. Maybe not. Nope, that was the one that was closed. Alright. Figures. Right, here you are. Bartender shook his head, etc., etc. Let's see. Weaving past a hard-looking mercenary, he bent his head low as he spoke, fearing being overheard. For all this fuss about the Mortal, I don't know that I could be worse off than I have been these last few weeks, Leroux grumbled. I had a group of soldiers come in last evening after last watch. They threatened to set the dagger and star alight if I didn't get them something to drink. Fortunately, Dabney was able to talk some sense into them. Looking around the bar, Owen could tell that the mood had changed little since the run-in. We've looked around for you. Yes, Leroux said with sudden interest. Did you find anything? Yes, I did. Owen grinned, feeling like the Father Charity at a midwinter's festival. He undid the hood of his satchel and flashed the tavern keep a view of their prize, at the same time looking about to see if they were observed. Glee dancing in the barkeep's eyes, he was barely able to contain himself as he escorted them to the rear room of the tavern. There may not be much there, but at least it'll keep a riot from breaking out in here, he squeaked, giving in to an urge to caper now that he was out of the sight of the patrons. Let me make this up to you. I mean, number one, you could just teleport over to L'Oreal. Number two, to a certain extent, a little bit of alcohol could be worse than no alcohol. With no alcohol, at least everyone is the same and lacking. With a little bit of alcohol, what happens when you run out again and some people have already gotten some and the other people who want some don't? Rummaging through the goods in the back room, he found a long object wrapped in burlap and handed it over to them. It's a sword, Gorath said, quiet, looking at the finely crafted weapon. Quite deadly looking by my estimation. Leroux nodded. My grandfather used that during the Great Rising. I hope you can put it to better use than I could. Resuming a calm facade, Leroux escorted them back into the common room of the tavern. Owen scowled. As much as I'd like to keep what we found, we can barely manage with what we already have. Check your rucksack. See if you can't make enough room so we can keep our new acquisition with us. Seriously, did he only take one? He only took one. Well, alright, so we got a Sword of Limbs Kragma. I don't really need it, because I have one, and I only have one warrior. So I don't know what I will end up doing with it. I suppose I could leave it in the thing. On the other hand, I thought that they would take all of the alcohol that you have, and apparently not. So that was a lot of that was a big waste of money. Not that it matters that much. So we're just going to leave it all out here for them. Unless coming back in... Let me see if there's, like, more you can get. Luro hurried past them. "I'm a wee bit busy, lads," he apologized, running to attend to another soldier demanding a drink. When at last he had put a foaming brew before the man, he returned with a towel in hand. "I really can't thank you, the both of you. I really can't thank you... Thank you, the both of you, huh? Enough for saving me skin, though. So you think the patrons will refrain from burning your tavern to the ground?" Bartender wrinkled his freckled nose at his visitors. "Well, I wouldn't care to speculate about their inclinations just yet, but I think the dagger and star are safe enough for the time." Cringing as another patron shouted for something, he shrugged. "I must be working. Good day to both of you." "Nope, I can't do anything else. Unless I could sell it to the barkeep. Nope, no use for such an item. Okay, if you say so. No use for such an item. Alright, well. We know where to get more if, for some reason, we need it. This might be a good reason to go into the forest, though, because I know in the next chapter our companions will be in the forest, and I could leave it there for them. Locklear and James. That might be worthwhile. Let me go, I wonder if this is all expected for them. Although there's some stuff for Owen. I don't know. Regardless, let's go ahead and rest. Grab my stuff back. Well, that is definitely not the one that I was expecting. I do not remember this one. Well, hold on a second. What has a mare that the cow has not? Colts? Yeah, I guess it is Colts. Alright. I don't think there's going to be anything in it. Okay, there is. I have another staff. With more charges. Is this the one that I want? Yes, I just missed the other one. Guess I should just be using the, these staves a bit more. Wonder if you can't use it outside. I mean, inside caves and stuff. There isn't room. Right, because of the sword. I may end up just, well, I don't know if James and Locklear will have access to this area. If they do, then that's fine. That's a fine position. If they don't, then I will have to move it. I'll just try to remember to do so. But that's where we'll call it an episode. When we come back next time, I think we're pretty much done up here. So we need to get back to Malek's Cross. I could just teleport down there, and I might do that. Never went to Tenur's. But then we need to head over to Sarth. So what I might do is go back to Malek's Cross, go up and around, down to Tenur's, and then up around to Sarth that way. But that will be next time. See you then, everyone.